The Premier League has seen legendary midfields before, Vieira and Petit at Arsenal.
Champions, including the captain, Patrick Vieira, who keeps on running. And here he is, Vieira! Brilliant!
Lampard, Essien and Makelele at Chelsea.
We want to see him. And on the volley, it's Essien! Oh my word! That might just be the best goal that's ever been scored at Stamford Bridge! Michael Essien's got it!
Gerrard, Alonso and Mascherano at Liverpool. But now, a new duo has arrived to shut the league down. Under Arne Slot, Liverpool have built a midfield that terrifies opponents even before kickoff. Yes, Florian Wirtz brought headlines when he signed.
I just can say thank you to Bernardo, to Manu, to Rico, to play in a position that they are not used to, to fight against Gravenberch. Gravenberch is a number 10, like the first control is amazing, and after attack to the next line of McAllister, experienced player, of course there's Szoboszlai or Curtis Jones or the players they have. So
yes, Alexis McAllister adds balance and vision, but the real power, the unstoppable engine, comes from two players who are rewriting what it means to control the middle of the pitch. Ryan Gravenberch has evolved into the Premier League's most complete midfielder.
Gravenberch is the best midfielder in the league right now. Nobody should be arguing. I'm sorry. This guy is playing out of this world.
Last season he won more balls than anyone else in England. The ultimate destroyer turned creator. He breaks play, he dictates tempo, and now he scores goals. Newcastle were the first to feel his dominance.
And the shot is hit, and it's in, and Ryan Gravenberch has scored for Liverpool.
Everton the second. And week after week, the Dutchman is proving he isn't just part of the system, he is the system. But if Gravenberch makes this midfield terrifying, Dominik Szoboszlai makes it merciless. The Hungarian captain is the heartbeat of Liverpool's new era.
Yeah, often. I mean, he's practicing all the time, and I know him since I joined young age national team, so he has it in his locker, one, if not the best shot in Europe, so that's him.
He plays with Gerrard's mantra tattooed on his body. God gives you talent, but if you don't work and sacrifice, it means nothing. That's exactly who he is. Talent fused with relentless work. In possession, he becomes Liverpool's fourth attacker, slipping between lines, threading impossible passes. Without the ball, he hunts like a predator, never letting the opposition breathe. His technique belongs to another era, a sweet strike so clean it can turn any shot into art. Arsenal learned that lesson when Szoboszlai unleashed a masterpiece that goosebumps Anfield. Together, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai are a perfect storm. Power and elegance, steel and silk. And alongside Wirtz and McAllister, they form a midfield designed to dominate the Premier League at will. This is not hype. This is not potential. This is the scary truth. Liverpool's midfield duo will shut down the Premier League. Ryan Gravenberch is not just another name from Ajax's famous academy, he is one of its crown jewels. At only 16 years and 130 days, he became the youngest ever to debut in the Eredivisie for Ajax, breaking Clarence Seedorf's record. From that moment it was clear, this was a star in the making. In Amsterdam, he lifted 3 league titles and 2 domestic cups, scoring 12 goals in 103 appearances. His true breakout came in the 2020/21 season, when he became the heartbeat of Ajax's midfield, scored in the Dutch Cup final and helped his team to the double.
Komt daar bij Gravenberch en dan zit hij erin!
That year, he was named Eredivisie Talent of the Year, the first of many personal awards. Bayern Munich came calling next. For €18.5 million plus bonuses, he left Ajax in 2022, despite Manchester United's Erik ten Hag desperately wanting to bring him to Old Trafford. In Bavaria, he played 33 games, won the Bundesliga on the final day of the 2022/23 season, and collected the experience of playing for one of Europe's giants. But destiny was waiting in England. In September 2023, Jurgen Klopp signed Gravenberch as part of Liverpool's midfield rebuild. He made his debut against Wolves and scored his first goal in Europe against Union SG.
One up, and the goalkeeper's lost it.
By the end of his debut season, he had 38 appearances, 4 goals, and a Carabao Cup medal after starting in the Wembley final versus Chelsea.
Robertson's delivery.
Still, his real explosion came under Arne Slot. The Dutch manager transformed Gravenberch into Liverpool's chief defensive pivot, the king of interceptions. Last season, he made 10 more interceptions than any other midfielder in the Premier League.
But yeah, he's so comfortable on the ball, and we like to have possession a lot. And if you have possession a lot, it's always useful to have players that are so comfortable and dominant on the ball. And he brings together with our last line the ball towards the players that can hurt every opposition. And that's what makes him special, together with his running capacity. He just keeps.
He doesn't need lightning pace. His anticipation and short bursts of speed allow him to steal the ball before rivals even know he's there. And it's not just about defending. Slot gave him confidence and continuity, something Klopp never fully did. His passing improved, his accuracy climbed, and his duel success went from below average to among the very best in the league.
This clip of Gravenberch shows exactly why scanning is such an essential.
He finished third in aerial duels and sixth overall in duels won among midfielders who started at least 26 matches. Gravenberch now dictates play by dropping between centre-backs, pressing high up the pitch, and turning turnovers into devastating Liverpool attacks. His rise was crowned when he was named the 2024/25 Hublot Young Player of the Season. The evolution of Ryan Gravenberch under Arne Slot has been nothing short of breathtaking. 2024/25 was the year he became the standard for what a modern defensive midfielder should look like. Just take a look at the numbers. His interceptions per 90 minutes have jumped from 1.12 to 1.71, proving that his anticipation and timing are sharper than ever. In possession, the growth is even more remarkable. He's gone from averaging 33 successful passes per game to nearly 49, with a pass accuracy skyrocketing to almost 90%. That's not just efficiency, that's dominance in the heart of midfield. And when you break it down further, his duel success rate had leapt from 46% to 57%, while in the air, he's became unstoppable, winning 65% of aerial duels compared to just 41% 2 years ago. These are the numbers of a player who has transformed from a raw talent into a commanding general. But Gravenberch isn't just about stopping attacks, he's become one of the league's most progressive midfielders with the ball at his feet. Only Mateo Kovacic had carried the ball further towards goal than Gravenberch this season, with the Dutchman advancing play for over 2,530 metres. To put that into context, he's had leaving behind names like Moises Caicedo, Carlos Baleba, and even Ilkay Gundogan. This isn't just about raw distance, it's about breaking lines, dragging opponents out of shape, and turning defence into attack in a single movement. And then comes the stat that leaves rivals in disbelief. Ryan Gravenberch currently holds an 84.6% success rate in defensive duels, the highest in the entire Premier League. To dominate at that percentage, in a role where the margin of error is so small, is something almost unheard of. Behind him, Sean Longstaff sits at 80.8%, Rodrigo Bentancur at 80.0%, and Moises Caicedo at 73.7%. Gravenberch isn't just winning more, he's doing it against the very best. In the most intense midfield battles the Premier League has to offer, what Arne Slot has unlocked is extraordinary. A player who not only shields the back four, but dictates Liverpool's tempo, launches their attacks, and sets the rhythm of their dominance. Gravenberch has gone from a young prospect with potential to the undisputed engine of a title-winning team. And if this trajectory continues, we're not just talking about the best defensive midfielder in England, we might be looking at the man who will redefine the role for years to come. The evolution of Slot's Liverpool for this season has given Ryan Gravenberch something he never had before: freedom.
There's some amazing bits of skill. The drop of the shoulders, the one where he flicks it over that fella's head. He's unlucky not to score, maybe a little bit as well. He has some decent attempts. That ability to drive forward, beat your man and go into the space. And that was the only times I felt really like Liverpool stretching Burnley.
No longer chained to a purely destructive role, he has been unleashed, and the result is a 23-year-old showing why many now call him the most complete midfielder in England. His match-winning display against Everton was the perfect evidence. In one of the fiercest derbies in world football, he became the youngest Liverpool player in the Premier League era to both score and assist in a Merseyside derby. That's not just history, that's dominance written into the DNA of Anfield. Having gone 16 months without a league goal, he now has 2 in just 4 matches. The first, a thunderbolt away at Newcastle, already turned heads, but the strike against Everton, pure class. The timing of his run between 2 centre-backs, Salah's delicate, lofted ball, and that audacious right-footed hook beyond Pickford. It was a goal made of instinct, intelligence, and ice-cold composure. And it didn't stop there. Minutes later, he slipped an inch-perfect weighted pass into the same channel for Hugo Ekitike to bury Liverpool's second. Across the 90 minutes, Gravenberch produced 10 line-breaking passes, 4 of them in the final third, proof that he is not just stopping danger, he is creating it. Yet his numbers show the balance of silk and steel. 7 duels won, 5 tackles completed, and still a passing accuracy of 84% from 56 attempts. Most of his touches came in his own half, where he calmly dismantled Everton's press, using that rare ability to shield the ball and twist away from markers as if time slows for him alone. In fact, the player feels more grateful and more comfortable than ever. It's the manager who gives me confidence. This season we've got more freedom in midfield. Last season I was only in the 6, sitting very, very deep. Now I can push forward more, like you saw today. That's also where my strength is. I'm happy with that, and of course, with the goal too. It feels surreal to think Bayern Munich let this talent go for just £34 million after giving him only 3 Bundesliga starts. Today his market value has tripled, if not quadrupled, and Liverpool fans whisper that he might just be the bargain of the decade. Ironically, Gravenberch was never Slot's first choice. Martin Zubimendi rejected Liverpool, and Manuel Ugarte slipped to Manchester United. Plan B turned out to be plan perfect. The Dutchman was exactly the piece Slot needed to complete his rebuild. And all of this dominance, all of this explosion of talent comes down to one thing: his exquisite ability on the ball. Because what makes Gravenberch truly terrifying is not just the tackles or the duels he wins, it's the technical brilliance with which he bends the game to his will. Ryan Gravenberch is the definition of a modern midfielder. A right-footed central dynamo, he has proven his versatility by thriving as a single pivot, in a double pivot, or as a more advanced number 8, or even number 10. His adaptability is one of the reasons Arne Slot trusts him as the heartbeat of Liverpool's system. In possession, he is calm under pressure. Gravenberch can hold the ball in the tightest spaces, using quick one-touch combinations to escape the press. His weight of pass is immaculate, always finding the correct foot of a teammate so they can turn away or play forward immediately. When operating higher up, he specialises in those clever passes threaded between a fullback and centre-back, sliding through balls or clipping delicate lobs into the box, where Liverpool's wide attackers thrive. One of his most underrated qualities is his front foot passing. He often drops a shoulder just as he releases the ball, disguising his intention and giving teammates the split second they need to break free. Against compact low blocks, this technique becomes lethal, allowing him to feed runners inside opposing centre-backs with surgical precision. But Gravenberch is not just elegance, he is steel as well. A prime example came against Manchester United, reading Casemiro's pass, stepping in to intercept, carrying the ball forward and sparking the transition that ended with Salah assisting Diaz.
Can Liverpool punish Manchester United? Gravenberch for Salah, and Luis Diaz is there!
It was the perfect showcase of his anticipation, pressing intelligence, and ability to turn defence into attack in seconds. Within Slot's 4-2-3-1 mid-block, he is a cornerstone. His blend of awareness and physicality makes him indispensable to Liverpool's pressing structure. Defensively, his numbers are among the best in the squad, with only Van Dijk, Konate and McAllister registering more actions. Out of possession, he excels when pressing on the angle, stepping across opponents to pinch the ball or wrapping his leg around them to poke it away. And when Liverpool do face pressure, Gravenberch has the dribbling ability to carry them out of danger. His safe side turning is superb, waiting for his marker to commit before rolling them, using his upper body strength to shield the ball and driving forward into open space. Against low blocks, he relies more on subtle feints and changes of direction, perhaps less explosive, but still effective in keeping opponents guessing. This balance between silk and steel is what makes him so valuable. He can regain possession, recycle play, dictate tempo, and still provide line-breaking runs or decisive passes in the final third. Arne Slot's 4-2 shape has unlocked Gravenberch's full spectrum. Centrally, he is always available as a passing option, knitting Liverpool's play together. He builds momentum, keeps the ball moving, and ensures opposition defences are under constant strain. And the scariest part, he's still only 23. Already he has become one of the most complete midfielders in the Premier League, and yet there is room for even more growth. Liverpool may just have found their perfect balance, a midfielder who can press, defend, create, and score. Ryan Gravenberch doesn't just fit into Liverpool's system, he defines it. Dominik Szoboszlai is, quite simply, the beating heart of Liverpool's midfield. His story is written in ink quite literally. As a teenager at Red Bull Salzburg, he struck a deal with his father Jolt. If he finished first in all the pre-season fitness tests, He could have the tattoo of Steven Gerrard's famous words. He did it. And those words, God gives you talent, but if you don't work and sacrifice a lot, it will mean nothing, have come to define his career. Florian Wirtz's arrival has raised competition at Liverpool, but it has not diminished Szoboszlai's importance. His tactical intelligence and versatility make him untouchable in Arne Slot's system. He adapts to roles, shifts positions, and fills gaps, always with the same intensity. Slot himself admitted, "He is underrated, but not by me." And it's not just words. The Hungarian runs harder than anyone. Data shows he is behind only Anthony Gordon and Dominik Szoboszlai for sprinting pressures in the Premier League since last season. Klopp once called him the best pressing player in Europe, and Slot has echoed those same praises. His defensive engine allows Salah more freedom and gives Liverpool's right back. But make no mistake, Szoboszlai is not just an engine. Last season he was vital in Liverpool's title-winning run, and this year he is adding the numbers many expected when he arrived from Red Bull Leipzig. He has already started to replicate the offensive output that made him a star in the Bundesliga: long-range goals, incisive passes, and decisive actions in big games. His free kick against Arsenal.
Everyone else has taken their leave. Szoboszlai's hit! Oh, yeah!
His screen for Ngumoha's goal.
Chiesa, Salah, lovely dummy, Ngumoha! Strikes for Liverpool to earn them 3 points at St James's Park.
Clutch moments that underline his growing influence. Yet his brilliance often lies in the unnoticed. Panenka LFC described him perfectly. The heartbeat of this Arne Slot Liverpool team. He plays deeper than most number 10s, constantly scanning, shifting, and maintaining the tempo. When Alexis McAllister pushes forward, Szoboszlai drops back. When Liverpool morph their shape from 3-2-5 to 4-1-4, Szoboszlai is the glue that keeps it together. This positioning explains why his touch count in attacking thirds is lower than some might expect. But it's not a weakness, it's proof of his sacrifice. He willingly takes responsibility deeper on the pitch, ensuring Liverpool never lose control. He is the anchor of Slot's transitions, defending with precision, curving pressing runs to trap opponents, winning second balls, and turning broken plays into quick counters. Szoboszlai's value cannot be measured by goals alone. He is Liverpool's lungs, their rhythm, their unseen stabiliser. His tireless work creates the platform for others to shine, and at just 24 years old, with the hunger of a Gerrard quote tattooed on his body and the maturity of a seasoned leader, his ceiling is still rising. Dominik Szoboszlai is Liverpool's silent hero. The Hungarian is Slot's tactical pillar, a multi-purpose force reminiscent of Federico Valverde at Real Madrid. It doesn't matter what system Slot chooses, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, or even a shifting 3-2-5. Szoboszlai is always there, indispensable, redefining what it means to be a modern midfielder in red.
These players are able to play every 3 days on the best of their capabilities in terms of physique. So if you saw yesterday again, I'll mostly take Szoboszlai as an example. What a work rate.
Take Anfield, magical day against Arsenal. The match was balanced on a knife edge until the 83rd minute, when Szoboszlai stepped up. One swing of his right foot, a free kick curled with deadly precision into the top corner, gave Liverpool a statement win. That strike wasn't just 3 points. It was the day Szoboszlai showed the world that if he is healthy, he should always be on the field. Fast forward to February at the Etihad, Liverpool versus Manchester City, the match that often decides the title race. Szoboszlai didn't just play, he dictated. First, he threaded a pass to Salah for the opener.
Dijk and Konate, they've just changed it, and it's going to come back, and Liverpool
Then he buried the second himself with cold authority.
stays down. Salah on his own, and now Szoboszlai. Yes! Yes for Liverpool! Yes for Dominik Szoboszlai!
To leave Guardiola's fortress with both a goal and an assist was to prove he belongs in the conversation with the very best midfielders in the league. Then came Liverpool versus Newcastle United, 26th of February 2025. In a season where every point mattered, Szoboszlai struck first. His goal set the tone for a 2-0 victory, and the supporters crowned him man of the match. Performances like this don't just win games, they maintain momentum, the kind champions thrive on. Cup nights have also felt his influence. In the EFL Cup semi-final against Tottenham, Liverpool dismantled their rivals 4-0, with Szoboszlai on the scoresheet. It was a reminder of his attacking instincts, of the technical quality that balances his tireless pressing and tactical discipline.
On to Szoboszlai, brilliant from Liverpool!
Even in fixtures where Liverpool dominated outright, like the 4-1 victory over Ipswich Town, Szoboszlai made his mark by opening the scoring with a long-range goal. That early strike set the rhythm of the game, proof of how he thrives not only in the high-pressure showdowns, but also in the matches where champions quietly collect their points. Across all these moments, the pattern is clear. Szoboszlai is Slot's invisible constant, the man who runs, presses, scores and creates. He may not always be in the headlines, but without him, Liverpool's midfield engine doesn't run. And when the big nights arrive, he's not just present, he's decisive. This midfield duo is the strongest pillar Arne Slot could have dreamed of. Ryan Gravenberch is the beast who breaks rival attacks apart, the wall that blocks passing lanes, and instantly transforms defence into creation. Dominik Szoboszlai is the tireless engine, the Hungarian who runs until there is no breath left, pressing, recovering, linking play, and striking fear into anyone who dares give him space. Together they offer Liverpool something rare in modern football: balance. Gravenberch dictates tempo and carves games, open with his interceptions and progressive carries, while Szoboszlai brings the stamina, tactical intelligence and steel to make Slot's vertical football flow. And when both step closer to the number 10 zone or linger around the edge of the box, they carry a weapon as lethal as any striker, their thunderous long-range shots. As destroyers, they suffocate rivals. As creators, they dictate games. As leaders, they embody Slot's vision of a team that never stops running, never stops pressing, and never stops believing. This is why Liverpool's midfield is not just strong, it is terrifying. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai are not simply complementary players, they are the nightmare that every Premier League midfield must face. And with them at the heart of the system, the message is clear. Arne Slot's Liverpool are built to dominate, and no one will shut them down.